All right. Hello, everybody. We're going to check. How we doing?
Just waiting.
All right. Give us a second. We always got to do our check here.
Quincy is live.
All right. We're all good. Okay. How are we all doing? So today we're going to do, it's a little bit of a different show today. We're going to John Wald, our trusty lender, and my little tiny sidekick is not here with us today. We are definitely not the same height. John Wald is way shorter than I am. John Wald is 5'11" at best.
At best.
At best, yeah.
And not as pretty.
Yeah. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to introduce Marc Cashin, the person sitting to my left here. So if you have worked with us recently, you've probably talked to Marc. So here at my little group, we've kind of, we're starting to grow a little bit, which is nice. So Marc's come on with us. He's been with us for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and he will handle a lot of our buyers.
Yeah, many buyers.
Yeah. And so basically, we're just going to introduce him. Say hi, Marc.
Great.
Yeah.
Hi. Sorry.
Good. Say your piece.
No, I was just going to say, I've been here with Quincy about 3.5, almost 4 weeks. Been working with a couple buyers, couple first-time home buyers, which is exciting. I know we'll get more into that. But, having a lot of fun and just happy to be here.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so Marc has an interesting perspective, I think. So we'll talk about like why Marc got into real estate and all that stuff in a second. But Marc, so you're fairly new to real estate, but also just recently, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah, just 2 years.
Just 2 years ago. Right, March. Yeah, actually, yeah. Hence did you get the anniversary?
I did get the. I did. Thank you.
Yeah. So Marc and I were friends, and then we also had the realtor-client relationship. We bought a house,
right,
and now he's in real estate. So that's an interesting perspective you have. So, like using that perspective, tell us like why, besides me convincing you and like pestering you to get into real estate, and I'll get to that in a second. Why I asked you to, but what made you decide to get into real estate?
Well, I think I've always been interested in the city, in Baltimore City, Baltimore County, the history here. I know we've talked about that, and I really just enjoy helping people and guiding people in the process. And when you had talked to me about getting my real estate license, it was something I never thought about before.
Right.
But going over it with you and sort of finding out what's involved and how to actually work with new buyers, it just seemed really exciting for me. And I really love it. I love showing people around the city. I love showing people around different parts of Maryland that they might not be familiar with. And it's exciting. It's fast paced. There's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and just a little background on Marc. I think Marc, he's not going to say this himself because it's it's not flattering to talk about yourself in this light, so I can say it. Marc, I think he is a natural helper. I mean, you have that fantastic fire department background and career, and like Marc and I know each other. I mean, just last night, my son fell off a stool, and my wife called Marc for help, so I wasn't available. So, I mean, he just has that natural sort of like gift, talent that.
That's nice.
Did you just use the word sweet?
I did. Sweet.
You're gonna cry. I mean, he just naturally does. He has that ability, that knack just for helping people. So. Where I think I am very, shoot from the hip, Marc is very methodical. So he will definitely bring that to our group, I think.
Well, thank you.
You'll be my, what is it? Is it my yin to my yang or my yang to my yin?
That's almost as bad as me saying sweet.
Fair enough. All right, let's go.
But I do.
We really need John back.
We do.
Yeah.
It's a lot more dry.
But
I do, in seriousness, I do think that our personalities complement each other. In the business sense that, and me dealing with buyers, I think it's a lot more. It's nicer to have sort of a methodical approach to dealing with a buyer who hasn't gone through this process before, because there's a lot of things that can come up. There's a lot of questions they may have, and just having that type of personality that I just naturally love to talk to people. I think that really helps deal with, especially first-time home buyers.
Sure. So you've been with us now for, like I said, 3 or 4 weeks. You're doing awesome. You actually have a couple houses under contract already, and that's great.
Yeah.
So using that perspective, so 2 years ago, we bought you a house.
Yes.
Or you bought the house, and I helped you.
Yeah.
Hopefully I did a good job.
We love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sometimes, right?
I'm still your friend. So.
We'll see. I'll see how you do. So, given your experience, and then given the buyers you're working with now, you're taking people out, you have some house under contract.
Right.
What do you see as like the biggest challenge that faces like buyers, especially first-time younger home buyers
Sure.
now? What do you think the biggest challenge that faces them? They face.
Honestly, I think it is mainly just a lack of knowledge about the process, and
Okay.
that's not a hit on the buyers themselves.
Sure.
I think people watch TV shows, or people talk to a friend or a relative who might be a real estate agent, and they don't really get the extra help that's required to.
So more like their expectations versus the reality.
Yeah,
of the
I mean that's
situation?
part of it too.
Right.
Getting in your mind what sort of house you would love,
Right.
then actually running the numbers and finding out, okay, this is the house I can actually afford.
Right.
So I think the big thing I've found with the buyers that I've worked with so far is just really understanding what is reasonable
Okay.
and what is attainable. Sometimes that's different than what their dream would be, but we always end up finding something that fits appropriately into their budget and makes them just as happy as they want to be.
I think that's the goal.
Yeah,
Cool.
I mean, the goal is just to put you in the best position for you now and in the future.
Right. Perfect. All right. I mean, that's it. We just wanted, like I said, it was a little break from what we normally do. So we just wanted to introduce Marc.
Yeah.
So I think next week, John, or not next week, next 2 weeks, John will be back. And so I think next week we're going to touch on just sort of the furor of what's happening right now in the market. I think if you talk to most people, it will say the market has or is about to kind of pop. And we'll combine that with talking about rates. Rates are definitely about to go up. I think they're starting to creep up. So, we'll have John. John can touch on rates again, and we'll take a look at the market. So, all right, thanks for watching. Again, as always, we'll pop this back up if you missed the live one. And we're still working on the newsletter. We should see the first newsletter go out mid-March. So it'll just be based on the podcast we do. So you'll have an opportunity to see it that way as well.
Yep.
All right, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
All
Make sure you click and subscribe so that you know when we're live.
See, methodical.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Bye.